Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since we last talked, so as you can see here, I'm actually overseas at the moment, but I pre-filmed a bunch of my sticker bases for you guys, so we can still chat, but I lost 3 spreads worth of footage, so that's why I haven't been around with the plan with me until this week. I am back for the foreseeable future. It depends, I might have to extend my trip for 2 extra weeks, but I will be back planning like the entire spread for that when I get back, or I might do them by myself. I don't know. We will see, but we'll talk about that as we go along. I've slowed down the footage this time just so we have more time to talk and you can watch the stickers go down in a less insane manner. But this week I'm using my Aurastell inserts and this SPC kit called Bad Romance, which was one of my sort of Halloween. It could also be used for Valentine's Day kind of art. So I'm using it as a sort of like end of Valentine's Day. I thought it was pretty and dark, and I don't know, I just really wanted to use it this week. I'm using a bunch of gold foil from SPC and Caress Press, which Caress Press is almost back, you guys. Go look up her Facebook page, Facebook group, because she is posting updates and I can't wait. I hope she brings back foil. That'd be very exciting. But yeah, can't wait for Caress Press to reopen. Okay, what happened this week? Let's have a look. I'm going to look at my planner and tell you guys. So Monday, typical day. I did a little bit of work in the morning, but I just went to Coles, which is a grocery store, got some stuff. I think I got some Macca's. And then I just chilled out at night in bed and watched some Kath and Kim. I've been rewatching Kath and Kim, which is just an iconic Australian show. And then I was really tired, but also in my feelings. So I had like a very tired munchkin of in my feelings. I know there wasn't like nothing really much to report on Monday. So Tuesday, it was payday. I went to work. I was in bed at 11, thinking about going into work, and then I got an email from my supervisor that was actually sent on Sunday, but I didn't get it on the work email until Tuesday morning, and she wanted to meet up at 12:30 on Tuesday, and it was 11. I'm like, oh, I have to get out of bed. Yes, I will meet you then, but I don't know what is up with emails sometimes. So that meeting and was really productive and good, just talking about the revision of my last chapter. So all 4 of my chapters are now in draft 2. And they do need to be revised again, and then this chapter needs extra revision because I'm basically changing my methodology, but it won't be like impossible to do. It's a task. So that's added on. And then I got coffee, and then I just came home and I drew. Just working on a custom set. That part of the day. Sorry, I'm trying to mute things. All right. And then I had a headache that night, so luckily I have painkillers, but it was a bit of an annoying headache while I was drawing. Then Wednesday, did I go into work? No, I didn't go into work because I had a lot of anxiety that day, just feeling really horrible. I had to do another grocery run, and I stupidly did it at lunchtime in the middle of the city, and it was just so many people everywhere. So there's a big difference is that Adelaide, where I am right now, is like 1 million people, whereas Oulu, where I'm living normally now, is only 200,000, so it's a huge population difference, and just the amount of people was just stressing me out. I don't really like, huge amounts of crowds, so depends on the situation, but while trying to grocery shop while already anxious was not great. But that night I had like a 2-hour chat with Locke, my partner, who is in Finland right now, and that was really good. And I love it because you can always hear my cat Heidi in the background. She's very loud, so you can always hear her screams and her chirps, and it's always nice to hear her. I watched more Kath and Kim and did more drawing, and I think that night I sent the files off to Andrea. Because if you're new here, I'm an exclusive artist for SPC, and I do customs for them every month. And then I got started on Thursday. I got up early. I've been getting like iced coffees pre-made from the grocery store, but they were like out on Wednesday. So I got up early. Like, as soon as I got up, I got clothes on and I went out and got a coffee from McDonald's. We call it Macca's in Australia. And I usually get a sausage muffin and a hash brown. But yeah, I got that, so that was nice to mug. And I did some more drawing from my own set that came out this weekend called Milky Way Cafe. It's in the shop now, and I'm super duper happy with it. It is inspired by Sailor Moon. I did one called Planning Usagi about 2 years ago now, and I wanted to sort of revisit that and revisit some things this year because it's been 2 years of my shop and a lot of things have changed with my style and quality. So I wanted to revisit that theme, and I love it. It's like a brunch, cafe, girls, celestial, Sailor Moon. I love it. So go check it out. You'll see a plan with me this year with it. And then I have like a little fox and cactus cat emoji face with its tongue out. And it says I had 4 chats open. So while I was trying to draw, I was chatting to people on WhatsApp. I was chatting onto like a group chat on Instagram and a group chat on Facebook, and also it's just and then another person on Instagram. It was just a really big, lot of chats happening for a while. So I put that in because I'm like, yay, people chatting. And then I had salad. I was able to go to the shops this day and just go to like one local place and get a panini for lunch, and then I got a salad from there for later for dinner, so that was really good. And I just had a lot of anxiety that night again. I found it really hard to fall asleep. It was that kind of anxiety where like my heart was pounding and I could feel it in my body and I couldn't sleep. I didn't have any actual thoughts associated with it. I just had the physical feelings of anxiety, and that really stinks because at least you can kind of argue with yourself with thoughts, reason with yourself, but no, it's just, so I didn't fall asleep until like 2 a.m. So Friday I have it that I slept in, and that day I just stayed home in my room, hotel room, and I drew all day. And I wrote that I listen to Animal Crossing music. There's always mixes up on YouTube, and Animal Crossing music is so calming, especially the rain versions. I love it with the rain. And they make me think of Sailor Moon too, actually. So that went really well with the drawing. And I got it done that day, so I put the listings together, which does take a bit. Although Andrea from SPC, after my video, helped me out on how to do my listings faster. So thank you to Andrea. She's so helpful, so awesome. And then I called Luck again. We chatted a lot this week. Although this time we called because they were too lazy to type. So we just chatted for an hour on the phone, and then had more Heidi screams. I love her little cat screams. And then I stayed up late again to 2 a.m. even though I had to get up early the next morning. And I put like a little wonton from Wonton a Million wearing like, being all cool, wearing shades like the emoji, wearing sunglasses. Because I was like, I stayed up late because I'm cool and I'm a total dum-dum. And I was listening to Bon Jovi's It's My Life because it's my life. And I'll do whatever I want even though I'm screwing up. And I'm gonna be tired on Saturday. Anyway, I'll stop. Sorry. So I had to wake up. I woke up to my alarm. I jumped out of bed, got shower, got dressed, and left the room. Like, I did it. But I was very tired. It was a long day. So I left my hotel room at 9 a.m. I got McDonald's breakfast because you gotta. They didn't have any coffee because, once again, no coffee was at the grocery store. It was crazy. Then I met up with my friends. I went to Plaster Fun House, which is like, I know there's a place in like England. I don't know if in America has it, but you paint white plaster stuff and then they like spray it, and it's just a fun, like, it's usually a kids activity, but we were doing it as adults because we're cool. So that was really fun. We painted some stuff. We actually went last week and I painted a little cat to look like Heidi, and it's so cute. And this time I painted a trinket dish that has a lid and open, so you can open it, and it's a donut. It's awesome. It's pink and purple. And then we went to this vegan vegetarian restaurant called Two Bit Villains, and I got nachos and tater tots. And then we stopped off at Gongcha to get bubble tea, and I got apple green tea with pearls and had little bits of apple in it. It was delicious. I'm getting all the bubble tea I can. Then we went shopping. I didn't buy anything, but my friend Kylie needs to do a bunch of present shopping, so we helped out with that. And then for dinner, I picked up the new McDonald's McSpicy chicken burger. Apparently, this is just getting trialed here in South Australia in Adelaide. Like, they're testing it to go out to the world, and it's like a really good spicy chicken burger. Like, I assume they're copying like the whole Popeyes kind of thing, but it's just like a crumb, like a fried thigh, and super spicy. It's so good. And just lettuce and mayo in a bun. Oh, it was so good. I have to get another one. I'm terrible, but it's cheap and it's delicious. So if you see the McSpicy, I highly recommend. Then Sunday, I closed out my February budget, which I just do in Excel. Maybe when I go home, I'll do a video on it. If you're interested in how I'm budgeting. And then just had some planning time, and the me time, showering and face masks and stuff. Then I just drew because I've been working on my Disneyland set. So I have a whole series. I'm going to have a spring, summer, then a Halloween version, and then a Christmassy winter version. So I have all three done now, so they'll be released throughout the year. So keep an eye out for my first Disneyland set coming out the end of this month, actually. And then my final thing is I had to do this voiceover and upload. What I haven't been able to put into my planner is that I just watched the entire Netflix series of The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. And guys, I literally just finished it, and I'm just like I'm doing this to decompress because I'm so angry at that. I have so many opinions, and just that poor child was just everyone screwed up. Horrible. I don't want to get in arguments here, but I'm not for the death penalty, and I'm not saying I would be in this case either. That's what I was just, at the very end of the show, I was like, oh, okay. But just the whole thing was just ridiculous, and the whole system. I really liked how it's more than just true crime documentary. It's really looking at the whole social justice, the social worker, the system going on in LA, which is actually a lot of it was mirrored here in South Australia too, of like child services failing. So if you can get through the horrific child abuse that happens, it's a really interesting and well done documentary, and I highly recommend. It was so well done, not exploitative at all. It's worth watching just, for Gabriel. But that is the finished spread. If you like this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be having weekly videos for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 weeks, and then we'll have to wait and see if I have. I don't think I'm gonna have to extend my trip, which I guess I'll explain next week. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you go now. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.